Bahar on the Mount. Leviticus chapter 25. And the Lord spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying unto them, When ye shall come into the land which I give you, the land shall keep Sabbath unto the Lord. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt cut thy vineyard, and gather the fruit thereof. But the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land. It shall be the Lord's Sabbath. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor cut thy vineyard. That which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap. Neither gather the grapes that thou hast left unlabored. For it shall be a year of rest unto the land, and the rest of the land shall be meat for you, even for thee, and for thy servant, and for thy maid, and for thy hired servant, and for the stranger that sojourneth with thee, and for thy cattle, and for thy beasts that are in the land, shall all the increase thereof be meat. Also thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee, even 7 times 7 years. And the space of the 7 Sabbaths of the years will be unto thee 49 years. Then thou shalt cause to blow the trumpet of Jubilee in the 10th day of the 7th month, even in the day of the reconciliation shall ye make the trumpet blow throughout all your land. And ye shall hallow that year, even the 50th year, and proclaim liberty in the land to all the inhabitants thereof. It shall be the Jubilee unto you, and ye shall return every man unto his possession, and every man shall return unto his family. This 50th year shall be a year of Jubilee unto you. Ye shall not sow, neither reap that which groweth of itself, neither gather the grapes thereof that are left unlabored. For it is the Jubilee, it shall be holy unto you. Ye shall eat of the increase thereof out of the field. In the year of this Jubilee ye shall return every man unto his possession. And when thou sellest aught to thy neighbor, or buyest at thy neighbor's hand, ye shall not oppress one another. But according to the number of years after the Jubilee thou shalt buy of thy neighbor. Also according to the number of the years of the revenues ye shall sell unto thee. According to the multitude of years thou shalt increase the price thereof, and according to the fewness of years thou shalt abate the price of it. For the number of fruits doth he sell unto thee. Oppress not ye therefore any man his neighbor, but thou shalt fear thy God, for I am the Lord your God. Wherefore ye shall obey mine ordinances, and keep my laws, and do them, and ye shall dwell in the land in safety. And the land shall give her fruit, and ye shall eat your fill, and dwell therein in safety. And if ye shall say, What shall we eat the 7th year? For we shall not sow, nor gather in our increase. I will send my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. And ye shall sow the 8th year, and eat of the old fruit until the 9th year. Until the fruit thereof come, ye shall eat the old. Also the land shall not be sold to be cut off from the family, for the land is mine, and ye shall be but strangers and sojourners with me. Therefore in all the land of your possession ye shall grant a redemption of the land. If thy brother be impoverished, and sell his possession, then his redeemer shall come, even his near kinsman, and buy out that which his brother sold. And if he have no redeemer, but hath gotten and found to buy it out, then shall he count the years of his sale, and restore the overplus to the man to whom he sold it. So shall he return to his possession. But if he cannot get sufficient to restore to him, then that which is sold shall remain in the hand of him that hath bought it, until the year of the Jubilee. And in the Jubilee it shall come out, and he shall return unto his possession. Likewise, if a man sell a dwelling house in a walled city, he may buy it out again within a whole year after it is sold. Within a year may he buy it out. But if it be not bought out within the space of a full year, then the house that is in the walled city shall be established, as cut off from the family. To him that bought it throughout his generations, it shall not go out in the Jubilee. But the houses of villages which have no walls around about them shall be esteemed as the field of the country. They may be bought out again, and shall go out in the Jubilee. Notwithstanding, the cities of the Levites and the houses of the cities of their possessions may the Levites redeem at all seasons. And if a man purchase of the Levites the house that was sold, and the city of their possession shall go out in the Jubilee. For the houses of the cities of the Levites are their possession among the children of Israel. But the field of the suburbs of their cities shall not be sold, for it is their perpetual possession. Moreover, if thy brother be impoverished, and fallen in decay with thee, thou shalt relieve him, and as a stranger and sojourner, so shall he live with thee. Thou shalt take no usury of him, nor vantage, but thou shalt fear thy God, that thy brother may live with thee. Thou shalt not give him thy money to usury, nor lend him thy victuals for increase. I am the Lord your God, which have brought you out of the land of Egypt, to give you the land of Canaan, and to be your God. If thy brother also that dwelleth by thee be impoverished, and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bondservant, but as an hired servant, and as a sojourner he shall be with thee. He shall serve thee unto the year of Jubilee. Then shall he depart from thee, both he and his children with him, and shall return unto his family, and unto the possession of his fathers shall he return. For they are my servants, whom I brought out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen are sold. Thou shalt not rule over him cruelly, but shalt fear thy God. Thy bondservant also and thy bondmaid, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall ye buy servants and maids, and moreover of the children of the strangers that are sojourners among you. Of them shall ye buy, and of their families that are with you, which they begot in your land. These shall be your possession. So ye shall take them as inheritance for your children after you, to possess them by inheritance. Ye shall use their labors forever. But over your brethren, the children of Israel, ye shall not rule over one another with cruelty. If a sojourner or a stranger dwelling by thee get riches, and thy brother by him be impoverished, and sell himself unto the stranger or sojourner dwelling by thee, or to the stock of the stranger's family, after that he is sold, he may be bought out. One of his brethren may buy him out, or his uncle, or his uncle's son may buy him out, or any of the kindred of his flesh among his family may redeem him. Either if he can get so much, he may buy himself out. Then he shall reckon with his buyer from the year that he was sold to him unto the year of Jubilee, and the money of his sale shall be according to the number of years, according to the time of an hired servant shall he be with him. If there be any years behind, according to them shall he give again for his deliverance of the money that he was bought for. If there remain but few years unto the Jubilee, then he shall count with him, and according to his years give again for his redemption. He shall be with him year by year, as an hired servant. He shall not rule cruelly over him in thy sight. And if he be not redeemed thus, he shall go out in the year of Jubilee, he and his children with him. For unto me the children of Israel are servants. They are my servants, whom I have brought out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Leviticus chapter 26. Ye shall make you none idols nor graven image, neither rear you up any pillar, neither shall ye set any image of stone in your land to bow down to it. For I am the Lord your God. You shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. The Chukotai. In my statutes. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 3. If you walk in mine ordinances, and keep my commandments, and do them, I will then send you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall give their fruit, and your threshing shall reach into the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time, and you shall eat your bread in plenteousness, and dwell in your land safely. And I will send peace in the land, and ye shall sleep, and none shall make you afraid. Also I will rid evil beasts out of the land, and the sword shall not go through your land. Also ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you upon the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight. And your enemies shall fall before you upon the sword. For I will have respect unto you, and make you increase, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. You shall also eat old store, and carry out old because of the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not loathe you. Also I will walk among you, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, which have brought you out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be in their bondmen. And I have broken the bonds of your yoke, and made you go upright. But if you will not obey me, nor do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise mine ordinances, either if your soul abhorred my laws, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but break my covenant, then will I also do this unto you. I will appoint over you fearfulness, a consumption, and a burning ague, and the burning ague to consume the eyes, and make the heart heavy. Ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall fall before your enemies, and they that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. And if you will not for these things obey me, then I will punish you 7 times more, according to your sins. And I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron, and the earth as brass, and your strength shall be spent in vain. Neither shall your land give her increase, neither shall the trees of the land give their fruit. And if ye walk stubbornly against me, and will not obey me, I will then bring 7 times more plagues upon you, according to your sins. I will also send wild beasts upon you, which shall spoil you, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in number. So your highways shall be desolate. Yet if by these you will not be reformed by me, but walk stubbornly against me, then will I also walk stubbornly against you. And I will smite you 7 times for your sins. And I will send a sword among you, that shall avenge the quarrel of mine covenant. And when ye are gathered in your cities, I will send the pestilence among you, and ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. When I shall break the staff of your bread, then 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver your bread again by weight. And ye shall eat but not be satisfied. Yet if ye will not obey this from me, but walk against me stubbornly, then will I walk stubbornly in mine anger against you, and I will also chastise you 7 times more, according to your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall you devour. I will also destroy your high places, and cut away your images, and cast your carcasses upon the bodies of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. And I will make your cities desolate, and bring your sanctuary into naught, and will not smell the savor of your sweet odors. I will also bring the land unto a wilderness, and your enemies which dwell therein shall be astonished thereat. Also I will scatter you among the heathen, and draw out a sword after you. and your land shall be waste, and your cities shall be desolate. Then shall the land enjoy her Sabbaths, as long as it lieth void, and ye shall be in your enemy's land. Then shall the land rest and enjoy her Sabbaths. All the days that it lieth void, it shall rest, because it did not rest in your Sabbaths when ye dwelt upon it. And upon them that are left of you I will send even a faintness unto their hearts in the land of your enemies, and the sound of a leaf shaken shall chase them, and they shall flee as fleeing from a sword, and they shall fall, no man pursuing them. They shall fall also upon another, as before a sword, though none pursue them, and ye shall not be able to stand before your enemies. And ye shall perish among the heathen, and the land of your enemies shall eat you up, and they that are left of you shall pine away for their iniquity in your enemies' lands, and for the iniquities of their fathers shall they pine away with them also. Then they shall confess their iniquity, and the wickedness of their fathers for their trespass, which they have trespassed against me, and also because they have walked stubbornly against me. Therefore I will walk stubbornly against them, and bring them into the land of their enemies. So then their uncircumcised hearts shall be humbled, and they shall willingly bear the punishment of their iniquity. Then I will remember my covenant with Jacob, and my covenant also with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and will remember the land. The land also in the mean season shall be left of them, and shall enjoy her Sabbaths while she lieth waste without them. But they shall willingly suffer the punishment of their iniquity, because they despised my laws, and because their soul abhorred mine ordinances. Yet notwithstanding this, when they shall be in the land of their enemies, I will not cast them away, neither will I abhor them to destroy them utterly, nor to break my covenant with them, for I am the Lord their God. But I will remember them for the covenant of old, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt, in the sight of the heathen, that I might be their God. I am the Lord. These are the ordinances and the judgments and the laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Leviticus chapter 27. Moreover the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say it unto them, If any man shall make a vow of a person unto the Lord by thy estimation, then thy estimation shall be thus: a male of 20 years old unto 60 years old shall be by thy estimation even 50 shekels of silver, after the shekel of the sanctuary. But if it be a female, then thy valuation shall be 30 shekels. And from 5 years old to 20 years old, thy valuation for the male 20 shekels, and for the female 10 shekels. But from a month old unto 5 years old, thy price of the male shall be 5 shekels of silver, and the price of the female 3 shekels of silver. And from 60 years old and above, if he be a male, then his price shall be 15 shekels, and for the female 10 shekels. But if he be poorer than thou hast esteemed him, then shall he present himself before the priest, and the priest shall value him, according to the ability of him that vowed. So shall the priest value him. And if it be a beast, whereof men bring an offering unto the Lord, all that one giveth of such unto the Lord shall be holy. He shall not alter it nor change it, a good for a bad, or a bad for a good. And if he change the beast for beast, then both this and that which was changed for it shall be holy. And if it be any unclean beast, of which men do not offer a sacrifice unto the Lord, he shall then present the beast before the priest, and the priest shall value it, whether it be good or bad, and as thou valuest it, which art the priest, so shall it be. But if he will buy it again, then he shall give the 5th part of it more above thy valuation. Also, when a man shall dedicate his house to be holy unto the Lord, then the priest shall value it, whether it be good or bad, and as the priest shall price it, so shall the value be. But if he that sanctified it will redeem his house, then he shall give thereto the fifth part of money, more than thy estimation, and it shall be his. If also a man dedicate to the Lord any ground of his inheritance, then shalt thou esteem it according to the seed thereof. An omer of barley seed shall be at 50 shekels of silver. If he dedicate his field immediately from the year of Jubilee, it shall be worth as thou dost esteem it. But if he dedicate his field after Jubilee, then the priest shall reckon him the money according to the years that remain unto the year of Jubilee, and it shall be abated by the estimation. And if he that dedicateth it will redeem that field, then he shall put the fifth part of the price that thou esteemest it at thereunto, and it shall remain his. And if he will not redeem the field, but the priest sell the field to another man, it shall be redeemed no more. But the field shall be holy to the Lord when it goeth out in the Jubilee, as a field separate from common uses. The possession thereof shall be the priest's. If a man also dedicate unto the Lord a field which he hath bought, which is not on the ground of his inheritance, then the priest shall set the price to him, as thou esteem it unto the year of Jubilee, and he shall give thy price that same day, as a thing holy unto the Lord. But in the year of Jubilee the field shall return unto him, of whom it was bought, to him, I say, whose inheritance the land was. And all the valuation shall be according to the skeleton of the sanctuary. A shekel containeth 20 gerahs. Notwithstanding the firstborn of the beasts, because it is the Lord's firstborn, none shall dedicate such, be it a bullock or sheep, for it is the Lord's. But if it be an unclean beast, then ye shall redeem it by thy valuation, and give the fifth part more thereto. And if it be not redeemed, then it shall be sold according to thy estimation. Notwithstanding nothing separate from the common use that a man doth separate unto the Lord of all that he hath, whether it be man or beast, or land of his inheritance, may not be sold nor redeemed. For everything separate from the common use is most holy unto the Lord. Nothing separate from the common use which shall be separate from man shall be redeemed, but die the death. Also all the tithe of the land, both of the seed of the ground and of the fruit of the trees, is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. But if a man will redeem any of his tithe, he shall add the fifth part thereto, and every tithe of bullock and of sheep and of all that goeth under the rod, the 10th shall be holy unto the Lord. He shall not look if it be good or bad, neither shall he change it. Else if he change it, both it and it that was changed withal shall be holy, and it shall not be redeemed. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded by Moses unto the children of Israel in Mount Sinai.